Hi guys. Sorry, I'm still setting up the other devices. Just give me 1 minute. Hmm. All right. Hi guys. Uh, I hope you guys are good. Yeah, my day today is just busy. Uh, all right. So I want to prepare you basically. I want to prepare you for next year, which is in 2 days. Uh, let's set up our goals for next year. What are the things that we really need to put in place so that we are sorted? Not only financial wise, but holistically. Let's look at the entire thing. Let's look at life in general. Uh, this is what I love doing. I love reminding people things that they know. I like helping people to do the right things in their lives. Guys, what I've realized when I look at my comments and I look at people who message me every day, people are going through a lot in their lives and they don't have people to talk to. They don't have a source of inspiration. They go through a lot. And you know what? I'm just a sponge. You know, eh, I absorb people's problems and I try to come up with solutions. So I'm here to give you those solutions. All right. So, what do I want us to talk about today? I want us to look at everything that I'm reminding you to do next year. Let's start easy and then we're going to go to deeper stuff. So, number one, let's start with mending relationships. If there are people that you did wrong in life, please go to them and apologize. Uh, create relationships, don't break relationships. Not unless they did you bad and then they need to come to you and apologize. Then that's a case for another day. Then you must, in fact, don't even wait for them to come to you. It's up to them to do that. Anyway, please mend relationships. That's the first thing that I want to remind you to do. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about a lot of things. And I'm going to talk about the money part. I'm going to talk about so many other things. I'm going to talk about probably everything that you want to hear. But let's start with relationships, guys. Please mend relationships with people. If you feel like there's someone whom you did wrong, just apologize. Create relationships. Don't have enemies in life. Do not create enemies. Try by all means not to create enemies. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. Because in life is good when you die, the only thing or the only memory people have of you is great memories. It's a great legacy. You have built a name for yourself, for your clan, for your surname. When people think of you, they think of someone. I'm not saying be an angel and then people must walk over you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying be just an open person. Just be a good person in general. Of course, if people don't be a people's pleaser, please. Don't please everyone. In fact, don't even smile for everyone who doesn't even deserve your smile. But all I'm saying is please do the right thing. You know what I mean? All right, so relationships, it's the first thing. What is the second thing? The second thing, please set up goals for next year. What is it that you need next year? Like, list everything down and I'm going to help you. Don't worry. Number one, List down goals, uh, financial goals. How much money do you want to have next year? How much money do you want to make monthly? What business do you want to start? Where do you want to invest? How much money you want to save monthly? Please look at that holistically. Look at your finances, your expenses. Please draft down your expenses. In fact, I want you to do this, and I do this every year. Sit down and ask yourself this question: what did I do wrong financially this year? Write down everything that you did wrong, all the bad decision, all the financial bad decision that you made. Please write them down, my friends. I'm begging you. I'm going to tell you why you must do that. You must do that because that's how you start. You reflect on what you did wrong and try to do those things right. Because now you're going to plan to say, okay, I did one, two, three wrong. How about fixing one, two, three, four? You know, there's a cat here, and I don't know this cat. Anyway, please have those things down. It's very, very important. Write down whatever you did wrong financially. Then, once you have done that, please write down how you are going to fix those things. I'm going to give you examples. Don't worry. Number one, let's say maybe you were going out a lot. How are you going to fix the fact that you were going out a lot? You know, you were eating a lot of takeaways. Maybe you were pleasing people a lot, you were buying them gifts, you were doing what. How are you going to solve that? Maybe you were buying a lot of expensive clothes, even things that you did not need, or maybe some of those things you worn them once and then you've never even touched them again. The question that you must ask yourself is, okay, why did I do that? Did I really have to do that? And if the answer is no, then how are you going to change that? So be attached with yourself, know yourself, and understand the things that you must do and you must not do. It's very important. And then let's look at the relationships, intimacy wise, family wise, work wise, relationship at work, a relationship with your family, a relationship with your partner, a relationship with your friends. Ask yourself this question: how are these people improving me to be a better person? That's the very, very important question. How is your partner improving you as a person? Do they help you financially to grow? Not to give you money, just giving you money, but to structure life with you financially. Do they help you, to plan with him? Mrs. We need to do one, two, three, and four so that you are financially successful, financially free. If you have debt, backbone is I know what you say, don't do this, do that, don't do this. Do they have a vision for you in all these aspects of life? At this point now, yeah. So I think that's very important to look at. Um, please do look at all of those things. Secondly, at work, are you happy wherever you are working? If you are not, what are you doing about it? Are you looking for another job? Are you saving enough money, maybe to plan your exit plan? Or are you maybe adding more qualifications so that you go to another position? What are you doing in that aspect of life? It's very important and it's something that people don't take care of or they don't think about. Let's talk about another thing. Um, Family wise, are you okay with your family? Do you guys discuss financial issues? Do you discuss things that needs to happen in the house? How is the family growing? What is the family culture? What are the things that you guys are doing wrong as a family that you are influencing each other negatively? What are the things that you are doing to influence each other positively? Please look at all of these things. Guess what? We don't really talk about these things as families. We tend to, you know, overlook all of these things. And I'm telling you, these are things that we need to talk about as family. I will tell you about my family. In my family, guys, hey, those people that don't talk about money, and everyone is stingy there. Everyone is living their own life, and it's such a mess. It is such a mess because it's either you do something or you don't, but it is such a mess. So these are things that as families we need to talk about. I try to talk about it, or I try to fix whatever I can, but it is something that I'm also working on myself with my family. My family is so bad with finances, so bad, so bad. And you would even wonder how, because Msizu, you talk about finances all the time, you teach people these things. How come your family is bad on this thing? It's the reality. I'm telling you. But umfundisi akalapha ekhaya, or umfundisi akasiza ekhaya, usiza abantu bangaphandle. I guess that's the case with me, because my family don't listen to me, but they do listen to other people, surprisingly. So there are so many things that happen wrong financially at home, at my home. So I'm telling you this because I'm also experiencing it in my life. And it's so difficult when no one is talking about finances. And you can see most what, if everyone can come together and put in their 5 cent, their 20 cent, something can happen here. But you talk about it today, the next day they don't do what you said they must do. And maybe they agreed, and then they do it for a few months or a few days, a few weeks. And then after that, they go back to the, default mode. So those are things that I think we need to talk about with our families. Please do talk about those things. And then friend wise, do you have the right friends? Do you guys talk about the right things? Do you talk about improving yourselves, your mind? How are your friends contributing in your life positively? Don't have friends that are influencing you negatively. Have people that are helping you to grow to be a better person. All right, so let's talk about other things. Your goals. What goals do you have? In life, what do you want to buy next year? Do you want to buy a new house? Do you want to buy a car? If it's a house, please put down the budget, or how much money, how much how much is that house gonna cost, or what's your bracket? Do you want a house that's gonna cost maybe 2 million, 5 million, 10 million? What is your budget? What are you looking at financially? What house do you need? Where? Think about that and start manifesting it in your mind. Talk about it as if you are already owning that house. Talk about the house that you want, the suburb that you want that house to be. If you wanna build a house, think about that. Where you're going to buy the material, how much is going to be that material. Start getting the, what do you call it, I'm a catalog. Start looking at the material. How much is cement? How much is the material? How much is this and that? How much to, even to have a plan for the house. Please start planning these things now, so that these things happen. Guys, you internalize success. Success does not happen because you have money. Success does not happen because you have things. Success happens because you internalize it subconsciously. You know what you need to do, and you're working towards that. So I am encouraging you to please internalize anything and everything that you want in your life, and it will happen. It will come through. True story. I'm not even joking. All right. So let's go on to the next thing that you might need in your goals. Maybe it's having a car. Which car? Which brand? Why that brand? Why do you love it? How much is it going to cost? You know, do you even know the cost that comes with owning a car if you have never owned a car before? But if you do own the car, that's good enough. But you should know at least that, okay, I need a car this year. But do you know what it entails to have a car? The insurance, the tracker, the petrol, the services at some point, the tires that needs to be changed at some point, the car wash that needs to be done. all of those things, internalize them, know these things, and try to make meaning of them. uh, where are you going to save your money? In your bank, maybe in a certain investment platform, maybe to be in a certain stock fail, doing one, two, three, and four. Have a plan on where and how your money is going to be distributed. And also have a plan on where you're going to get your money. You're going to get a salary, maybe you're going to get dividends, maybe you're going to get from your rental assets, maybe you're going to get money from your products that you are selling. Maybe you're gonna get money from no, anywhere else, maybe pension, whatever the case may be. List down every stream of income and list down how much money you will get from that place. I cannot overemphasize all of these things. uh, if you are in debt, my friend, list down all the debts that you have, informal debt and formal debt, the people that you are owing, the companies that you are owing. List them all down and then have a plan on how you're going to pay them back. Who, you know, you're going to start with and how much you're going to pay them. List all of those things down. It is very, very important. Um, Look, a lot of people don't write these things down, and it is very important to write these things down. So write down all your debts, and then write down the sum of all the debts that you have. Write down the sum, and then once you have written the sum, then have a method to it. Okay, this is how I'm going to pay these debts. All right, so let's move on. The legacy. How are you going to leave a legacy behind? If you pass on right now, how are you intending to leave a legacy? Do you have a life insurance? Do you have a trust? Do you have assets that will, be passed down to other people? What is it that you have in your name right now? Or what is it that at least you are planning to have? You may not have it now, but what are you planning to have? And then should you die, you'll pass it down. Do you have a will? Do you have assets that will be passed down? And are they protected? All of those things. Please do ask yourself those questions. Um, I'm sure if you are planning, maybe if you have, a income, you need to think of how much tax you need to pay. Let's talk about the big thing, spending. Please understand your spending. Have a budget, a monthly budget. If you are getting paid 10 rand, don't use up all that 10 rand that you have. Try to use less than that. If you are getting paid 10 rand, try to use at least 8 rand a month. Don't use up all that 10 rand that you have. So, these are things that we need to talk about a lot. I don't feel like we talk about it enough. Um, if you want to start a business, do you want to start a business next year? What business do you want to start? Have you started registering the business? What are the things that you need to have in your business? In fact, why do you think you need to start this particular business? Why do you think this business is important for you to start? So please exercise your mind around all of these things. I cannot overemphasize the importance of talking about all of these issues. Hi guys, I see you on YouTube. I see you on TikTok. I see you on Facebook. Sorry, I didn't even greet you earlier on, but I see you guys, all of you. So please think about all of these things. They are very important. I see Deboho is saying she's taking notes. That's good. Ufu City, I would like to buy your book. How do I go about it? Today I've just posted on my Facebook how to buy my book. I've listed, my contact details, the bank details. and then you can buy the book or you can call me. But all the details are there. So please check those details and then you can buy your book. Uh, all right. So what else to look at? Your health. So what are you planning next year for your health? Are you gonna start exercising? Are you gonna start eating healthy food? Are you gonna start meditating? Oh, guys, I've started meditating. Today was my second day of meditating. You know what I've realized about this thing is not easy. Number one, the sitting positions. To find a sitting position for your, you know, for your meditation is not easy. But I've started it. I'm trying to clear my mind. You know, guys, I talk about a lot of things. I talk to different people every day, and my mind is always clouded. And I always absorb people's problems anyway. So I need to release all of that. I need to cleanse my mind and all of that. So I've started doing. I don't know why it took me. Don't even ask me why it took me so long to start the meditation. I don't know why it took me so long, but I've started it and it's my first time ever. Yesterday was my first day ever doing meditation. So today was my second day. So please look at the healthy things that you need to do. You don't even have to join the gym if you don't have money. You can jog, you can walk, you can do some exercises at home, you can buy whatever equipment that you can buy, but please do something about your health. Please do something. If there's one thing that we can leave the money aside, we can leave friends, relationships, everything aside. If you do not have health, you don't have any privilege in life. Guys, the number one privilege that we have in life is living. If you are living, please take care of that body. Take care of your mind, take care of your eyes, take care of your hands, take care of the internal organs, your legs, everything. Please do that. I cannot overemphasize this. So, what am I saying to you? Please do take care of your health, especially the food that you eat. On my other TikTok, I spoke about, guys, please eat fruits. It was like I'm talking to kids, but I know a lot of people don't eat enough fruits, in a week. They don't eat enough fruits. Fruits, they don't eat them. They don't eat vegetables enough. A lot of people like meat. They eat meat a lot more than they eat veggies. So I hate to say this because I'm talking to adults and these are things that we should know, but we are not doing them. Even myself, sometimes I forget to drink water. But you know what? In the past few months, I've made it a point that I need to drink a certain. I will show you. It's far. I was gonna show you my bottle that I need to finish a day. So please let's drink enough water more than we drink fizzy drinks, Coke. I mean coffee, all these other things. And please reduce on sugar and salt. Reduce on sugar and salt. So please let's look at our health. That is very, very important. And then let's look at investments. What kind of investment do we want to have next year? Where are we investing? How are we investing? How long are we going to invest? All of those things are important. Let's look at insurances. What kind of policies do you need? Do you need a funeral cover? Do you have a funeral cover? Do you need it? Let me tell you, if you have emergency funds, you might not need a funeral cover. An emergency fund is exactly helping you with emergencies, which one of the emergencies is death. No one prepares for death. So emergencies, they are supposed to do that. So if you have emergencies, then it's fine. If you have funeral cover, then it's fine. But do you have something? If something happens right now, do you have money that is set aside for those, unforeseen circumstances? Should someone get sick now in your family, or should you get sick? Do you have enough money to take care of yourself, to go to the doctor, to go to the hospital? Do you have that money? So those are things that I'm preparing you to start looking at, and please have them in place for next year. So yeah, by the way, this life is just, preparing you for next year, the things that you must have in place and all of that. Let me look at other notes that I have for you. um, if you have loans, when are you planning to pay those loans? How are you going to pay them? I think I've spoken about that. How are you investing on yourself? Do you read books? Are you going to start reading books? Are you going to start, watching educational videos, motivational videos? Are you going to start having a mentor? Are you going to start having someone who help you to grow? Are you going to join a certain group that help you, to become a better person? Are you going to start going to events that are going to change your life, or that are going to help you to grow? Are you going to, look at your credit score? If your credit score is bad, how are you going to change that? How are you going to change your credit score to become, better? Please look at your credit score. If you have a bad credit score, change it. If you have a good credit score, how are you intending to keep it like that? So those are things that I think you need to put in place. What are the other things? Are you planning to go to school to get a degree, another qualification? Are you planning to, improve whatever in your life? If that's the case, have you found the college? Have you found the institution? Have you found someone to help you with that? Look at all of that. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it about life, guys. Life that sums up everything that I think all of us needs to do in life. So if you want to start a business, if you want to budget your money, your debts, your health, relationships, emergencies, credit score, all of these things, that's it. That's life, basically. That is life. Or vacations. Where do you want to go next year? Vacations. Please, guys, go on vacations. You deserve to know and explore the world. There's so much that you can do out there. And what I've realized with vacations is that it clears your mind. Maybe you had a very difficult year. Maybe you had a very difficult, month or week or whatever. Please take care of yourself. Go on vacations. Go on your favorite restaurant and eat that amazing meal that you love. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Go do your nails. Go do massage. Go do your hair. Do whatever that you need to do. At the end of the day, this is the only body that we have. Please take care of your body. Take care of yourself. I cannot overemphasize the importance of all of these things. So there you go, my friend. This is a very short life. That's it. I'm done. So please take care of all of these things. Preparing for next year is making sure that all of these things are in place. The relationships that you have with people, family, work, neighbors, your intimate partner, your intimate partner, all of these things, are they in place? Please make sure that all of these things are in place. I cannot overemphasize this. You know, guys, building relationships, it's building wealth. If you ban relationships, you are banning bridges. Make sure you understand this. It's very, very important to know that I can call this person and this person can help me. If I call this person, let me call this person. They may not directly help me, but they know someone who can help me. Do you have those contacts? This is one point on relationships that I want you to have next year. I need you to have someone in every industry. I know it's difficult to have this, but please have someone in every industry. If you need a lawyer right now, or you need legal assistance or advice, you can call that person and say, I have this new contract that I'm doing with 123. Do you think they are offering me, the right deal? Do you think 123 is good? Have that financial wise person. Like say, I have 50,000 that I want to invest. Where can I invest it? Do you have that friend? Have a that friend who runs a business. Like say, I have this business. I want to do one, two, three, four. What do you think about this business? Do you think it's a good business? Do you think it's a great idea? Do you have that friend that you can talk to about that? Have a friend that you talk to. I don't like having someone to talk to about relationships. A lot of people don't do very well with their own relationships. So often the time, I don't really like people who are talking about relationships with other people, because in this world, no one is an expert of relationships. But hey, maybe they have that person whom you vent to, but please be mindful of the advices that you get from people. And you know what I've realized with relationships? You tell your friend about your relationship, what's going on, they become the third person in that relationship. So I don't know. I'm very conflicted on this one, to say have someone to help you with your relationships. A, a psychologist is a good one, because a psychologist doesn't judge you, and they don't even give you advice. They just listen. With a psychologist, it's crazy, because you tell them and then you answer yourself, because the reality of life is that we have the solutions, we have the answers to our problems. You don't know this. I'm sure you should know this. We know our own solutions. Let's say right now I have money problems. Guess what? I know what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do. Probably it's because I'm overspending. Probably because I need another stream of income. Probably it's because, I did something wrong, or I need to do this right. Maybe I need to focus. Maybe I need to, you know, go and talk to that person to give me my money back. Maybe I know what I need to do. So most probably in our lives, we have the solutions for all the problems that we have. But I don't know how life is structured, is we always look for validation. We always want the next person to hear us. And I don't know, we are emotional beings. We want to be heard, and that's how we are. And it's okay to be heard. So have that person, but just, even all these other guys, even the legal guys, your financial guy, your business guy, don't take everything they tell you. Please sit down and analyze everything that that person is saying, and then come up with a solution. So right now, if I'm telling you to do one, two, three about finances, you don't have to take everything I say. You know your situation. You know yourself. You know what I don't know. There are so many things maybe you are not sharing with me, but I would share what I think is right. But take that and take their reality, and then put that together and come up with their solution that you think is good. So those are things that I want you guys to look at next year. Please, overall, just meditate on these things. Meditate on these things. Help yourself to become a better person. I cannot overemphasize this. So if you have all of these things, let me list them once again and then I'm done. Number one, I said, please sort out your relationships. And I've mentioned different relationships. Number two, I said, please sort out your goals. List down all your goals, all of them. Oh, this is what I didn't say. List down in terms of short term goals. What are the things that you want to achieve in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, or maybe in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? What are the things that you need? Oh, there's something that I want to talk about. Uh, what is it that creates your own happiness? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What is it that makes you fulfilled in life? What is it that makes you happy to be the best self? Please think of that, write it down, and always go back and find your source of inspiration from that. If you are doubting yourself, if you are going through something, go back to that bucket, go back to that corner where you find yourself. Please have something that you know in your heart, in your mind, that it makes you happy. I cannot overemphasize this. I think someone wants to get in. So please look at all these things, and then I think you should be good to go. Hi, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. We are wrapping up the year.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Ah, that's beautiful. Are you?
And I'm learning too. And I just want to add another thing, above all, we need also to ask God.
Ah,
We need to involve God in our plans.
mm, right.
Because we can plan, but if we don't ask God to give us direction and to give us wisdom, somewhere, somehow, we can fail.
Of course. I think that's my bad, and I do apologize. I don't know why, but I think I didn't speak about the spiritual aspect of life, and that's the most important thing. But the meditation that I was talking about, it's exactly connecting with your spirit. It's connecting with yourself. It's connecting with your God. Is understanding and attracting things through God. Yeah, no, it's very important. Thank you so much for adding that. I know people, they know their sources of power. Where do they draw their power from? And it's very important. Yeah, no, I concur.
Yeah. And another thing also to delete those things and those people that are not useful in our life. Like, there are some other things that we do and we can see that this thing, it doesn't take us anywhere.
Right.
And there are those people that are on our life, they are not helpful. Instead of them, they are being there for us, they just causing stress and depression for us. So we need just to enter into 2024 and make sure that, you know what, I am deleting this person's number and I'm deleting this person, but not to hate them, but just delete
remove them.
because they are there in your
Yeah.
life.
Remove those
They are there in your life.
those toxic people.
Yes, yes, yes. And it helps. Believe me, it helps. Yeah, to take resolution, really, you tell yourself that I'm entering 2024 with these people and not with this one.
Right. No, that's very important. Thank you so much for coming and sharing these things. They're very, very, very important. You know, we have a lot of people in our lives that we can't even go to when we have problems. And when I look at my contact list, sometimes I'm like, all these people, sometimes they absorb from me, but I don't benefit from them. So it's crazy. Yeah, no, you are right.
They're there just to text you.
Hey,
They're just there
yeah,
because they see something in you and they just may want to make sure that they 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 they, they,
they
they
absorb.
finish you. And
Yeah.
once that thing is no longer there, you'll never see them. Not even as a call to can say hi.
Yeah, there are people who are suckers. They are opportunists. So those are things that I think it's very important for us to take care of. No, you are right. Thank you so much. Thank
And
you so
also,
much.
when you make your goals, you need to make sure that you don't impress people. You need to look at your budget. You need to look at what you want and not to please other people, because really you will end up finding yourself in debt. And you need to know your budget. You need to know yourself. You need to know your background and everything.
Right.
You know.
This is one thing that I've found people doing these days. People, they are obsessed about being liked. They are obsessed about, you know, I don't know, getting approval from other people. They do things for people basically more than they do it for themselves.
Yes.
They do it to be seen by their neighbors that they are succeeding, they are doing very well, they are doing things for whomever. And guys, in this life, we are not in a competition. This is not a sprint. We are in a marathon. We are moving with our own pace, but we have one goal. We want to finish, you know, on a high note. So what you're saying is also very important. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I hope people are listening. So, when I made this live, I was like, what is it that I want to talk about today? I never plan things to talk about. It's sometimes it just always come at that particular moment that I need to go live and say something. So today I felt like, let me talk to people about preparing for next year. A lot of people
Yes,
a
it's
lot
very
of
much
people
important.
they just jump in onto the new year, and then they think miracles are going to happen. They think they're gonna miraculously land on a new job, land on a house, whatever. You plan for these things, you prepare your mind, you prepare your body, you prepare your emotions for that. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, when they get money, the reason why someone who won lotto or won whatever, they don't last with that money, is because they were never prepared for it. You must live right now as if you are a millionaire, you are a billionaire, while you don't have anything, because you are preparing yourself that when that money comes, when that house comes, when whatever comes, you are ready for it. You're not going to abuse the power, you're not going to abuse whatever that you are getting, because you have been ready for it. So it's very important to prepare yourself and to know exactly where you are going and what you need in life. So I hope this life is doing justice in just reminding us that, guys, let us prepare holistically in everything in our lives.
Yeah, and another thing also, to equip ourselves, I don't know how can I put it, but to go where the world is going. Like
Right.
now, I can just give an example on this cryptocurrency thing.
Yeah.
We need to equip ourselves. We need to learn about it, because at the end of the day, you may find that this fiat currency is not longer gonna work. So you need to get knowledge,
Right.
to learn on how, even if you don't do it, but have information, learn about it until you understand it, and then you can also to
Jump on
start
it.
and do whatsoever. Because really, you'll be just saying, "What is this? I don't want to know anything about." You will be left behind, and at the end of the day, you will struggle.
This is what I always talk about when I talk about shares. People are skeptical about shares. And you know what? To a certain extent, I understand them. People, they're coming from difficult things. Abo MMM, Triple M, Abo what, Amabanoi. I understand. I understand where people are coming from. We're all there. We're all there. But the good thing about life. Yo, I'm telling you. Yes, sis. Yo, guys, imali amehamba lapha. Yo. Yeah, yo. So me, I understand when I talk about shares, when I talk about crypto, when I talk about investing, and people, maybe they are skeptical, they don't know what is this thing that you are telling us to do. I get it, because I know. I mean, we are coming from difficult situations. We are coming from really, really rough things. So we want to be sure. I love what you are saying when you are saying you don't have to do it now, but learn it. Understand when Mrs. is talking about stock market, just understand what is that? What is it about? You don't have to jump on it same time when I tell you to jump on it, but I'm preparing you to say there's something called stock market, and this is how it works, and this is how people make money. Know it.
You know that in 2014, there is this guy who came where I was working, and he presented us about what is this thing. These people, they were legit. They keep even. I've registered. Every day they send me emails to can say that, to show that I should have been far if I've engaged myself on it. But I was so skeptical. I was so skeptical. It's just that I forgot the name of that thing. Some of the things they were shares, MTN shares. They were
I'm a PE shares.
just to be, what is this? Now we should have been far.
Yeah.
Like my myself, really, I need to learn about that one. That one I'm not sure of. That one I'm not sure of. But this other thing like crypto and other things, I know how to do it. But I also need to learn how to buy shares.
Right.
It's very much important.
I cannot overemphasize it. I cannot overemphasize the importance of those things. Look, buying shares, guys, is the biggest thing in the world. Shares are bought by millionaires and billionaires, and there is so much money that circulates on a daily basis. Every day there are trillions that are circulating in the stock market and in the currency market, which is called forex market. There is money every day. These things, it's just buying your bread, and then your bread feeds you. This, you are buying shares in a company. That company will work for you, and then it feeds you. So it's those things that we just need to educate ourselves about. But yeah, no rush, no rush. I just want people to, plan and do the right thing. Yeah, I have someone else here on Facebook.
Because if you don't know,
Mm,
then you'll find yourself messing up again.
right.
That's why education is the key.
Always, yeah. No, thank you so much for stopping by. There is another person I want to talk to here on Facebook.
Thank you so much.
Keep well. I sorry I didn't get your name.
Thelma. My name is Thelma.
Oh, Thelma. Ah, okay. Oh, Thelma. Thelma, the one I know. Oh, is another one. There's a Thelma I know who has come for my sessions. Probably it's another one. No, I don't think you are the one. Okay, no, nice to meet you again. Thank you so much for contributing.
Who are you?
Msizi.
Sizwe?
Msizi. Is it the first time you are on my live?
Yes. Just pop in and I found you speaking and then I had to listen what I say.
Yeah, no.
Where are you from?
Look at God. You see how God connects people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, originally I'm from Durban, but now I stay in Joburg. But as of this moment, I'm in Cape Town. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah,
Keep on.
I'm in Saudi Arabia now.
Yo, Saudi Arabia, how's it going there? Do you see Abo Ronaldo there?
My children are also asking me if I see it. You must bring us a Ronaldo t-shirt.
Yeah, you must bring it.
Don't worry.
But how is Saudi Arabia? How's it going there?
It's good. It's good. I just like the fact that it's a quiet place where crime is less.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
No, you can go, you can just even put your plastic and go far, you'll find it there.
Is it? You can live without locking your car and everything. I hear of these countries like that.
They don't have garages. Their cars are sleeping on the street.
Yeah. Nah. South Africa, we have a long way to go.
Hey, when you come home, you must hold your bag and just make sure that
make sure the car is locked.
Used to that.
Yeah. Nah. But I can tell you something about Cape Town as well. I've been here for some time now, and Cape Town is so different than all these other provinces. It is like they are far ahead, and I wish all these other provinces can look at Cape Town. Honestly, there is something that Cape Town is doing right, and I've seen it. Without going any further, but I can see that there's something going on in this place, and it's good. So yeah. But anyway, no, thank you so much for talking to me. Keep well, Thelma. All the best that side.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. Ungene kahle onyakeni omusha sharp. All right.
Same to you. Bye.
All right then. Bye bye. Sure. You see, life connects us to the world. This is how we connect. Thank you so much, Thelma, for coming in. Hi, sis. There's someone here on Facebook. Hello. Sorry, you've been holding. Hello, Sissy. Do you want to say something? Lebohang. Lebohang is not saying anything. All right. Anyway, yeah, guys, I think that's a wrap for me. Anyway, I think we have spoken about everything that we really need to talk about. Uh, please work with a plan. Don't just live your life, blindly. So please have a plan, have a purpose, and follow your purpose, follow your dream. Don't suffocate wherever you are. Explore, test new things. Life is risky. I like it. My mentor, Jim Rohn, when he says everything is risky. Like waking up and going on the road is risky. Driving is risky. Everything we do is risky. So don't say you can't do that thing because it's risky. Everything is risky. So, hey, please explore your life. If you want to start that business, please do start. If you want to write that book, please do. Whatever that you want to do, please just start doing it. When I started doing these videos, I was very concerned about what are people are going to say. Are they even going to listen to me? But look at me today. I'm one of the most followed people in the personal finance space. On TikTok, I'm the number one followed person in South Africa. Think about that. So I think this is not pure luck. It's taking risk. I didn't know what I was doing when I was starting. I didn't know. I was even scared. I was even camera shy. But look at me now. I'm trying. I'm still trying, by the way. But yeah, please do whatever that you want to do in life. Explore those wings. Go out there. The world has no limit. And guys, there are no limits in this life. What I love is we are all explorers. We are all trying in this life. No one figured it out the minute they got in here. We all learn, we all try, and then we eventually stumble upon something. Anyway, I'm going to the stadium. I'm going to watch rugby. See you guys. All the best. May God bless you. I have one announcement, or maybe two. Number one, on the 6th, next Saturday, I have a live. I have a webinar. I have a webinar. Lebohang, you wanted to say something, or I think also Pumen. All right. Anyway, on the 6th of January, next week, we're gonna be talking. I'm gonna have a webinar where I'm gonna be talking about shares, showing you exactly how to buy shares from start to beginning, from start to end, from beginning to end. I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about buying shares. From registering right up until we buy shares, we look at the portfolio diversification. We look at all of those things. We look at asset classes and all of that. So please be part of that. I'm inviting you to be part of that webinar. You see, what I'm doing here is on a very higher level. There, I'm going to be very practical in doing all of these things. When I talk about finances, you're going to be looking at the template, and we look at how we put things down. When we look at debt management, we look at methods and how we go about that. When you look at, your vision board, how to set it up and what you do. So please be part of it. It's online. It's on Google Meet. The entry fee is 300 Rand. So you can start paying now if you want. And please be part of that webinar. It's gonna be like something like this, but more deeper. So please do be part of that. That's the first thing that I want to make announcement of. And then the second thing I want to make announcement about is my books. Today I posted the information. A lot of people have been asking me, and I couldn't keep up. I can't keep up with answering each and every person one by one. So yes, I have two books that are out. One is a short book about stock market to understand everything from its history to the strategies, everything about the stock market. You can buy that book. It's a short book. It's 250 Rand. And then I have a bigger book, a book that I've been writing for years. It's about personal finance and businesses. That book is called Road to a Million. It is also out. You can pre-order it, and then by next year I think I should be able to send it to you. So yeah, those are the things that I want to say to you. Please check my posters or my posts on social media and look at the details to buy those books. I know there are people who have been asking me, and guys, I delay to answer messages because I get tons of messages across all social media platforms. And I'm sure some of you have noticed that I take time to reply. And please do forgive me, for that. I promise I will do better next year. In 2 weeks, in 2 days, I will try to do well. I'll do better actually, in terms of responding on time and giving you guys all the information that you need. Other than that, all the best. I think this is my last live for 2023. I don't think I'll be live tomorrow. I need to wrap up things in my business. So all the best. I'll see you in 2024. May God bless you. May God love you. May God be good to you. Cheers. Bye, guys.